What's good, y'all? I'm about ready to this. Avengers Doomsday Doom leaks were real, and Jonathan Majors talks KANG.
What is going on,
Oh,
everybody?
shoot, this
Welcome
sound
back to
like
the
good
Cosmic Wonder. Today we
news.
have
Okay.
some really interesting things to go over. Not only has Jonathan Majors just recently spoken up about maybe, possibly returning as Kang the Conqueror, he kind of left the door open, but also it looks like Doctor Doom, the leaks that we saw might actually be real. You might have caught the promo between Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. for Biro and Happy. And although it is really cool to see these two together outside of the MCU because they obviously have a good...
Yeah, now what is a theory behind this? Where they're gonna promote their product in the movie? That would be funny though. That would be funny if we see one of them like using their products. That would
friendship
be like
and a good bond
funny,
between
like,
each other.
scene they do.
We've noticed something about this. The look of Robert Downey Jr. As you can see here, he does not look like Tony Stark. This is not a typical Tony Stark look, and of course Robert Downey Jr. is returning to play Victor Von Doom, not Tony Stark. But what's really interesting about this is this look that he has here. It looks very similar to the leaked photo, or the supposed leaked photo, for him as Doctor Doom behind the scenes, as you can see here. Now before, admittingly, I kind of thought this looked like Daniel Craig. And I was like, well, Robert Downey Jr. doesn't have blonde hair.
I ain't gonna lie. Daniel Craig wouldn't be a bad Doctor Doom anyways. I mean, he can play a good James Bond. I give it to him. I ain't gonna lie, we still waiting on that next James Bond actor. But I ain't gonna lie. And I also think Timothy Chalamet, I know I'm saying his last name wrong. I think he'll be a pretty good Doctor Doom, like a younger Doctor Doom in my opinion, but
the photo is kind of blurry, and I still kind of do think it looks a little bit like Daniel Craig. But now, after seeing him here, I can see it. I can see it a lot, actually. And if you take a look at his hair, it looks similar now. It's gray, silver-ish, and it's even kind of styled the same. If we take a look at more photos, look at this. It's styled the same.
Yeah, that don't even look like Tony Stark, dude. God. Yeah, you on to some Cosmic Wonder, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Oh, snap, dude. Dang. They gonna make RDJ look even more older with Doctor Doom.
So, comparing that to this photo...
Oh, shoot.
It kind of like points to this possibly being real, because I don't think we really saw Robert Downey Jr. like this before these came out. This isn't how he normally looks. This is how he normally looks right here with the brown hair. But this is totally different now. But on top of this, on top of him simply looking like this, if you take a closer look under his blazer, we can actually see an Iron Man mask that is split down the middle. You can see that right here. Get a little closer for you. You can see that right here. Now, what's interesting is his hand is up and his vest is fallen in a very particular way. They are intentionally covering this up. And actually, if we go back to the other photo, it's buttoned up all the way to the top. And they're making sure it's covering this, because kind of right here, it's too blurry. You can't really tell what it is. But
wow, it's kind of crazy. I could never even analyze that to see it like he had on an Iron Man shirt. Cause I thought they was just like exploiting their products. Cause you know they like best buddies, best friends on actors. Even though he was a mentor on him with Spider-Man Homecoming, RDJ was to Tom Holland. Then even to come back in the Endgame together with his mentor RDJ on Best Buddies. I thought they was just promoting their products, but dang, it's like they hidden some Avengers Doomsday.
But they released this other photo, and we can very clearly tell what it is. It's 100% an Iron Man mask, but that split is going right down the middle of the mask, And at the same time, this leaked photo right here, he has that scar.
That, and I also thought, what if we see Doctor Doom with an Iron Man mask? Instead, I know Doctor Doom, he got like a metal mask because he part like metal, part human when he went up into space to get well, him and Fantastic Four, they all went up in space and they got powers. You know, Doctor Doom, he came back with the metal in his face. That's coming from the cosmic radiation blast. But yo, that would be weird to see RDJ wear
Are
Iron
going
Man
right
mask,
down
also
the
Dr.
middle of
Doom.
his face.
That would be crazy.
Could this actually be a hint at what could happen? Well, one, it's kind of a hint that this photo could definitely be real. I crossed this photo off before. I thought it was fake. I thought it was AI. Especially in today's time, it's really hard to tell. But this is a little bit too much of a coincidence. And also keep in mind, like doing these promos, yes, it is about their companies, but at the same time, they know what they're doing. They know it's Doom and they know it's Spider-Man. This is all part of the marketing. Yes, it's like it's a separate thing with their companies, but it does still fall into the Avengers Doomsday marketing. Trust me, everything is intentional. That shirt is intentional. 100%. The way that they made sure his blazer was covering the Iron Man mask, but was showing just enough, like showing that eye just enough to where you could see what it is. That's intentional. We were talking about this yesterday when we were recording our podcast, and Chris actually noticed this first. And we were talking about how this Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr., you know they know what they're doing. You know he wore that shirt on purpose. And it's so funny. I've seen online.
Yeah, he had to, of course. We would never see like RDJ. I really never seen like a actor wear like their movie stuff like that on purpose. Not besides probably Arnold Schwarzenegger after he like does a movie, he'll promote it to like. No, I remember he used to do that on WWE. Even they used to have actors like come on WWE because they was gonna promote their movie, or have like somebody that was in the movie and like have like a wrestler that was in the movie and they'll have them together, do like some type of fight together, or they'll tag team together, or do some type of crazy stuff like that to promote their movie. But wow, yeah, he did actually wear that on purpose.
So other people are like, oh, and he's holding a happy cup, so happy Hogan. And oh, his bureau is black, so the Venom symbiote, which is like hilarious. I don't think it goes that deep, but the shirt is obviously very intentional. So one, I think this photo actually has a lot more credit now. I actually think it could be real. This could be what we were talking about as a continuity photo. They're taking pictures, so when they do the makeup again to redo the scene, if they have to, they can make the makeup exactly the same as it was before for continuity purposes, right? But also at the same time, if this is real, and if Robert Downey Jr. here is showing us an Iron Man mask that is split down the middle, that could mean that this variant, well, we can't even say it's a variant of Tony Stark at this point, we don't know, but this, our main Doctor Doom, Victor Von Doom, could have been Iron Man wherever he comes from, whatever universe that he comes from. And that may be the 828 universe. He could have been old Iron Man, and it could be a completely other universe. And the Russo brothers did say it does connect to Avengers Endgame. So perhaps it was Victor who was Iron Man, and he went on to be Iron Man and fought, and instead of dying, actually got hurt. Maybe everybody else died, and he just got scarred. And that's how he became Doctor Doom. It's fun to think about. It's obviously not confirmed, because this also could just be him wearing an Iron Man shirt. But why wear an Iron Man shirt with a crack right down the middle? Again, it's all a little too coincidental, especially when this is a leaked photo. A scar
I also wonder, did Doctor Doom? No, I don't think. Nah, that was stupid what I just said. I mean, what came up in my mind. I thought Doctor Doom and RDJ Iron Man mask was the same material, but I don't think they got the same material mask though. I don't know, cause I really don't read comics like that. I just know they got masks and they got. I don't think I never seen Iron Man with a hoodie though. That would be a cool suit
Right
design.
down the
Iron Man
center
had
of his
like a
face.
hoodie type suit he
And
wore.
also, it has the symbols that we've seen before: Thor's hammer and Captain Marvel's, which is cut off here. And I think this photo is flipped because this seems to be the hammer, and the other side is probably the Captain Marvel logo. We've seen this on the concept art, the official image that Marvel Studios had released for the marketing expo for Doctor Doom. It's all seemingly too coincidental at this point. I obviously can't say it's confirmed to be real, but all very coincidental. Again, this is all very intentional. Like just the way it's covered up, everything. Right after the filming of Avengers Doomsday, so this is how Robert Downey Jr. looks. So it's actually kind of crazy that that image shows him looking this way when we haven't really seen him look this way.
I ain't gonna lie, looking at RDJ's head though, it like got skinnier. Or I'm tripping. Like they simmed his face down with like some good makeup they had on. To give him to like a mask again. How he was with Iron Man. Like his face got a little skinnier. Like he got a little skinnier
so,
too, though.
Kind of crazy. Let me know what you think about it. Obviously, we could be looking way too deep into it, but that's what we do here on the channel. We like to analyze things. Now, like I mentioned, Jonathan Majors recently was, I believe, walking a carpet. Yeah, he was walking a carpet with his, I believe, wife now. Yeah, his wife. They got married. And the son spoke to him. I believe walking a carpet. Yeah, he was walking.
I ain't gonna lie, Megan Good, she still looks fine. That's crazy. She got some nice genetics. I ain't gonna lie. But Dad, I never knew she got with Jonathan Majors. Just find that out. After he was with that incident with that white girl, I was like, Dad, so he was with Megan Good too when he was messing with that white girl. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, what Megan Good finds good in Jonathan Majors, but she probably finds his personality. He a good, I ain't gonna lie, he a good actor. I really ain't seen Magazine Dreams. That was like his more recent movie that he had, but I didn't see that one. But man, he's a good Kang the Conqueror actor, definitely. He the best actor, but I want to see what this other guy gonna do. But I don't think he gonna match what Jonathan
Carpet
had
with his, I believe, wife now. Yeah, his wife. They got married, and the son spoke to him, and this is what they say. However, a rumor let me get the first part. In the years since his December 2023 firing, Jonathan, 36, has not been a part of any major projects in film or television. So any major projects he's been.
That was source you using Cosmic One, because I was going to react to this whole headline on Twitter that I've been seeing that Jonathan Majors was going to come back. I was going to react to that. But if he's reacting to the same thing, I'm looking at him like, I was going to react to the MCU direct.
Now, like I mentioned,
source on
Jonathan
Twitter
Majors recently was, I believe, walking a carpet. Yeah, he was walking a carpet with his, I believe, wife now. Yeah, his wife. They got married. And the son spoke to him. And this is what they say. However, a rumor let me get the first part. In the years since his December 2023 firing, Jonathan, 36, has not been a part of any major projects in film or television. So any major projects. He's been in a minor one, I believe. They state, however, a rumor circulated this month that Jonathan would reprise his role as Kang the Conqueror in an upcoming movie. I mean, we know what movie that would be. It would be Avengers Doomsday. When asked about reports that he is making a big return to Marvel, Jonathan and wife Megan Good, who was happily by his side, noticeably grinned ear to ear. And he said, I cannot say anything about that, he told The Sun at the Daytime Beauty Awards in Los Angeles on Sunday, trying to play coy but unable to hide his smile. When asked if there is a future Kang project specifically for him in the works, he again tried to play coy, but teasing it by
I also wanted that Jonathan Major act the same thing, Magazine Dreams, that he did with Creed 3. I enjoyed with him in Creed 3, dude. That he was a monster in Creed 3. Man, he was a monster, dude. He was in Creed 3, Kang the Conqueror. He was in Loki season 2. He was Ant-Man the Quantum of Mania. Besides Marvel, what else was he in besides Creed 3? Cause I ain't see Magazine Dreams though. I gotta look at that.
Saying, well, it's a multiverse.
But
So there's always that.
Though.
Always a lot of opportunity for that. And he said that he was very glad to hear that some fans wanted him back. Now, I want him back. Or at the very least, Kang. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know that we covered everything going on with Jonathan Majors for a very long time. We were in his corner. Obviously, we don't condone any type of violence or anything like that. But it seemed like that trial could go either way. Disney and Marvel obviously decided to let him go. But I really loved him acting as Kang. I think he did a great job. And I really liked Kang. In a perfect world, Kang would still be our villain, and they would have built him up, differently, not have him lose to Ant-Man and Quantumania. But I digress. This is
Yeah, they probably would still even had him if he didn't have with that incident. Probably would be getting Avengers Kang the Dynasty. That was the first title it was gonna do with Kang the Conqueror. And then probably gonna continue with Avengers Secret Wars, but now we got RDJ, we got Avengers Doomsday, that's gonna be his movie. And then we're gonna have Secret Wars. But I would love to see Kang the Conqueror back in Secret Wars as Jonathan Majors, not that other actor that got. But I don't even know his acting skills. I really don't even know that. I don't know that guy that much.
very interesting comment by him. Now, this could
I want Jonathan Majors
be
back,
nothing,
man.
right? Marvel might be like, nope, we're done. We've already moved on. We're going to Doom now. That could be the case, but at the same time, as I've been stating, they do need to wrap up the Kang storyline. For the casual viewers who think he's the main villain going in because of the post-credit scene for Quantumania, because of what they did in Loki, and Loki season 2, because he was there again as well, you kind of need to wrap that up. You really did set him up in that Ant-Man Quantumania post-credit scene to be just huge. And now all of a sudden Doctor Doom comes into play. Where did he go? Where did all of these variants go? And
Yeah. I know, right? I think people was mad that Kang the Conqueror didn't defeat Ant-Man. I could see them saying that though. But I mean, how they just treated him in that ending though. It like it kind of was funny how the ants just took him away all of a sudden, like he couldn't fight back or do nothing. Like he was so weak. Like I kind of really didn't get that point, but it's Ant-Man's movie, so he got to win. If you think more about it, you look at his whole title, I'm like, but yeah, Thanos did win. Actually, going back looking at Avengers Infinity War, that was Thanos' movie because Thanos won that. But it was the Avengers movie, so they went up against him and lost. But it should have been called Thanos Infinity War. But since it was Ant-Man's movie, they had to have him win. But it would have been nice to see Kang the Conqueror win. But well, they really did probably much more with him in Loki season 2. They had him like a good variant, then had his bad variant. Yeah, all types of variants of him in Loki season 2. But I enjoyed Loki season 2, even though we got to see Loki have control of time in his hands to see how he would really look like. Hope we see Loki back in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. How they gonna do with him. And I also love the actor.
no, really big Marvel fans, we want that to be wrapped up too. We want it, like, we can't just have a loose thread. And yeah, you could say the TVA kind of took him out, but I don't think it works that way. How did they not see all of those variants in that Coliseum? Well, if they're outside of space and time, TVA probably can't see them. So we need some closure there. And would Marvel bring back Jonathan Majors to play Kang for 5 minutes to wrap that story up? I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. I mean, look what happened to James Gunn. He got fired and he came back, right?
Yeah.
The same thing could happen with Jonathan Majors. And Marvel might hear people. There's a lot of people that state they want Jonathan Majors back as Kang. Marvel could see that and go, you know what? Okay, we'll bring him back to wrap up the story. We'll bring him back so Doom can kill him, and we can show how strong Doom was because we built Kang up to be so strong and big and bad. We'll have Doom kill him to show that he's bigger and badder. Who knows? Jonathan Majors seems to be kind of optimistic, though, and it is the multiverse. Anything really can happen. Now, the Sun's kind of making it seem like he could come back for his own project. No, it's going to be Doomsday. It's going to be Doomsday, and they're going to probably kill him off. I guess a variant could appear in Secret Wars, but the most logical thing for us to think is that he would return in Doomsday, and Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom would just simply kill him. So, interesting to think about. Let me know, would you like Jonathan Majors to return as Kang? And if he does return as Kang, would you obviously think that Dr. Doom was going to kill him, or would you like something else? Let me know. And also let me know what you think about the Doom leak and the new look for Robert Downey Jr. Could the leak be real? I think so, but we'll wait and see. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, thinking more about it, he probably gonna kill out Kang the Conqueror and Thanos. I could see that. And I ain't gonna say, I seen that clip that it was a fight between Doctor Doom and Thanos, and I like, dad, Doctor Doom, he defeat Thanos like that. Like, I could never see Thanos go out like that, cause I like Thanos. I never knew he was like that big and he quick on his feet like that. I like, yo, I'm impressed with Thanos, boy. And that gauntlet made him even more powerful, even more like a good character that I see in Thanos. But hope they bring back Jonathan Majors. Hope they don't kill him off like quick like they did with Scarlet Witch did to Charles Xavier and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Like, I don't like that. I don't like how they did that. But I hope they respect him, Kang the Conqueror. Even though he a villain, though, at least give him a more respectable death. Because Jonathan Majors, he's a good actor with Kang the Conqueror. But I don't know about this other dude. I don't know. I ain't see him act as that. Or they really didn't give us like at least give like a short clip of the new actors Kang the Conqueror. But it is what it is they do with this movie, man. Hopefully Avengers Doomsday really exceeds Doctor Doom of being powerful than we ever seen him in the last 3 Fantastic Four films. But it is what it is, man. Run them views up for your boy, and I catch y'all later. Peace. And appreciate for this video, Cosmic.